Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Off the Top Sports TV. I'm Michael Sperber, joined as always by the Beast. You know him. What's up, House?
What's up, Magic Mike?
How you living?
Pretty good.
Good. Unfortunately, we have to start tonight's show with the horrific tragedy that took place in Newtown, Connecticut on Friday. My heart bleeds for the families in the community going through such a senseless act of violence. There are no words to explain the actions of this coward who will remain nameless, and I can only hope that justice is somehow served to this gutless wimp in his afterlife. Also, my advice to anybody thinking about copying this pussy: kill yourself before destroying the lives of innocent people who love life and have loves in their lives. We all enjoy busy lives, but there's always time to give your loved ones a hug, a call, and most importantly, your love, because that is really what's important in life.
Well said, Michael. Off the Top is brought to you by ShowtimeForFree.com. Please sign up to ShowtimeForFree.com and enjoy your stay. Contribute a post while you're at it. Guests are limited to 50 page views per day, so just sign up. It's free, harmless, and enters you the chance to win free PS3 360 games, PSM points, and live gold cards. Sign up to ShowtimeForFree.com for all your website entertainment. Also, do not forget to like Off the Top Sports Talk on Facebook, and you get a shout out on the show. So just press that like button. And shout out to our tech wizard, Mary Jane Alvarez, for hooking us up with all our tight computer needs. Much appreciated.
Killed it. With the somber news, off with the top, number one stunner of the week is Sandy Hook Elementary School Principal Dawn Hochsprung. On Saturday, officials in Newtown, Connecticut complimented the heroism of Dawn Hochsprung, a relatively new principal, noted that she lunged toward the shooter in an attempt to overtake him before being fatally shot. Fourth grade teacher at the school credits Hochsprung with flipping on the intercom switch, which broadcasts screaming and crying through the school in order to warn the teachers. And for her heroic efforts, Dawn Hochsprung, she is this week's Off with the Top number one stunner of the week.
Courageous woman.
Now, House, let's get to sports. Always a distraction. Give me your top three ballers and top three fallers of the week.
First of all, we got to go with someone we've been talking a lot about lately. We got to go with old Adrian Peterson all day. Just another 212-yard performance, an 82-yard touchdown. He has a career best 1,812 yards rushing so far this season, 294 yards short of breaking the NFL's single-season mark for rushing set by Eric Dickerson back in '84. That's not easy to do.
This is a record very held in high esteem.
Yeah,
coveted by any running back.
And the thing you got to remember is this is coming off of an ACL injury. Folks, I've had an ACL injury. Recovering from it is not easy, and especially to come back and look faster than you did before it. He's looking amazing right now. He's killing it. A lot
of times people press this record and come up short. You know, they barely reach 2,000. You know, they come up short of 2,000, but they kind of press the Eric Dickerson record, but AP seems to be getting stronger as the year goes on, and this guy is an absolute beast.
I would not want to bet against him to do it. He's looking good.
He said he could get 300. He could have got 300
today.
Tonight.
I like that comment. All right. Also, Russell Wilson passed for 14 for 23 today, 205 yards, a touchdown, and just 9 carries for 92 yards and 3 touchdowns. I don't remember the last time a quarterback rushed for 3 touchdowns in a game. I don't think it's been a minute. And then James Jones for Green Bay today. Just 5 catches for 60 yards, but also 3 touchdowns. The guy's balling. There's a lot of ballers this week, but those are the ones we picked out. Just
those boys balling. Now the top 3 fallers.
Fallers?
Disappointing.
Well, we'll see. Victor Cruz. I mean, I know he hurt a lot of people in the fantasy playoffs today with a 3-catch for 15-yard performance.
Ouch.
That's not helping fantasy owners. And a lot of guys are probably not going on the championships next week because of it. Denario Alexander from San Diego has been on fire for the last 5 games. 0 catches, did not make it into the stat books today. Way to go.
Way to go, bud.
And Mason Crosby missed a field goal in 8 straight games. You will find a new team next year, and it'll probably be in the Canadian Football League, buddy.
Guy's not long for the NFL missing in 8 straight games.
No.
All right, let's a little rundown of the NFL this week. San Francisco, New England, Sunday Night Football, classic game. San Francisco got off to a huge start, 28-point lead. Belichick and Brady come storming back. What'd you think?
I mean, looking at it from the first 2.5 quarters, it was just a San Francisco beatdown, physically just smashing on New England. But you can't hold. It's hard to hold Brady down for 4 quarters straight because he came back on just looking like a surgeon in the fourth quarter.
I was surprised that New England wasn't ready to play early in Foxborough. Coming off a big win against the Texans, maybe they were feeling a little good about themselves. Harbaugh got them ready, got them pissed.
You know what I think it is personally? What I was thinking about is that it's hard to last a whole game if a team, especially if you get up on a team and you're beating up on them, they start throwing it. Your DBs start getting a little tired late in the game, especially. And I mean, guys start getting a little bit more open. They started going to a zone defense in the second half. Guys started getting open instead of playing tough man-to-man Dion like they were earlier and just shutting them down. So, I mean, you see how it can happen. But Colin Kaepernick, 4 touchdowns tonight. Coming back, showing that maybe it was the right move to stick with him over Alex Smith. So
you've been saying that Kaepernick beats Brady.
Yeah, I know, right?
You got to give him some respect
Brady,
there. I'm still calling Alex Smith, but I'm questioning my decision right now. If Colin Kaepernick can beat Brady in Foxborough, I mean, you're getting your stock is on the rise.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch. I mean, that's why you watch the whole NFL game, because you never know. Does somebody
it
playing
was a
good
fun
in the
game
first
to
half?
watch.
Yeah,
Crabtree caught 2 touchdowns. He's starting to come along.
He's now the new favorite target over there in San Fran. I know I made the great substitution in fantasy of sitting Roddy White after playing on the entire season this week and starting Crabtree. Feeling pretty good about myself as I'm moving into the finals in my big money league. So it's always nice.
Well, when there's a quarterback change, there could be a wide receiver kind of shift into favorites,
Definitely.
So it looks like Kaepernick and Crabtree have a little connection. Brady threw the ball 65 times, 36 for 65, 443 yards. He was putting it up. That's what happens when you get down 28 points.
Stats are great unless you have a loss after it.
San Francisco 10-3-1. Own at least a wild card spot and play Seattle with a chance to win the division.
Big game next week. Seattle, San Francisco. I like the under in that one. I don't think there'll be a lot of points scored. I think it'll be a physical, just crazy game.
New England's okay though, 10-4. They're going to be just fine. Not going to be somebody you want to see in the playoffs.
No, Brady never is someone you want to see in the playoffs.
All right, moving on. Cowboys top the Steelers in overtime, 27-4. Second straight win. Since the accident.
We give Romo a lot of flack on this show, and a lot of the national media does. But hey, no picks today. I think 30 for 42. Hey, threw the ball to Dez Bryant for a touchdown with his broken finger. So the Cowboys overcame a little bit today, and they're starting to play a little bit of ball here, it looks like.
All right, so the Cowboys. Who gets all the headlines? The Giants get all the headlines. Coughlin, Eli, Washington gets all the headlines. RG3, Shanahan. But guess who's in a 3-way tie for first place with the Giants and Redskins? Be Romo and Garrett.
Yep.
NFC East is looking interesting. 3-way tie.
Yep, it is. Very interesting.
All right, and the Steelers 7-7 lost their 4th game in 5 games.
Maybe next year, Steelers.
0-2 since Big Ben's return from rib injury. Maybe we should go back to Batch. No?
No, I don't think so.
All right, we'll stick with Big Ben, but they're struggling.
Yep.
All right, we got the Falcons and Giants rout 34-0.
Did not see this one coming. I thought thought the Giants would come out, look strong after their performance the week before, and
a lot of people,
Manning, not the elite quarterback today that we were all looking for.
A lot of people been dogging the Falcons. 12-2. Matty Ice finished 23 for 28, 270 yards.
The ageless Tony Gonzalez doing it again.
Legend. Wait, does he own that number 88? Or there's been a lot of great 88s, but
that was nice to hear that he was the president of the 88 club today by Michael Irvin on the Sports Center or whatever.
If Michael Irvin's going to give it to you,
and he's a Hall of Famer, that's pretty impressive.
Tony Gonzalez, you are a local legend, and we appreciate everything you've ever done in that league. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he's just a legend. He's
I
a
hope
legend.
he gets his ring this year.
I hope
really
he gets a ring. That's the only thing that he's missing. He's made the money. He's got the women. He's got the girl. I mean, Toby. He's got Toby Gonzalez. Everything is good. Just get that ring. Bring it back to HB.
Definitely.
And we got nothing but love. Julio Jones, 2 touchdowns. The guy's a beast. Their offense is it's a machine. When Matty Ice is seeing the field.
And not throwing 4 picks or whatever.
Exactly. When that field is open and he's seeing it, his game slows down. He's got a lot of weapons out there. Giants 8-6. Is this what we see every single year from the Giants? Are they going to be Super Bowl champions at the end of the year?
This year, I think they're struggling. I think
we say that every year, but
yeah, this year feels a little different though to me. They don't look like they got it this year. They don't have that swagger they usually have.
Eli Manning, 13 for 25, 161 yards, 38.9 quarterback rating. I mean, dismal performance.
Yeah, they looked pretty poor today. It was not a very impressive performance.
And off the top favorite, Tom Coughlin, not happy.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to have a...
Guy was pissed.
You think he's going to have a fun week of practice?
Good. I want to play for that guy.
Yeah.
I want to send my kid to go play for that guy. Why is he so angry? They're 8-6. He's in New York. He's winning Super Bowls. He's got Eli Manning, the great Eli Manning.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? That's all he cares about.
Okay, I like him. He's got 2 rings. He's been on the hot seat his whole career, and you know what? He still pulled those 2 rings, so good for him. 50-17. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks rout the Bills.
They're the hottest team in football right now.
Why are they scoring so many points?
Right? With a rookie quarterback.
Russell Wilson, 14 for 23, 205 yards, touch, 9 carries, 92 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Shout out to Marshawn Lynch, has been just beast moding it lately.
11.3 yards a carry, touchdown. What is a running quarterback the new trend in the NFL?
Oh, right now I think you have to say it. Other than Andrew Luck, there's been a lot of guys. The zone option is starting to the zone read option is starting to infiltrate the NFL.
It is. We're going from college to the NFL.
But it's like they said, Colin Kaepernick, Russell Wilson. These guys can throw the ball. They're not just out there running and praying when they throw the ball. They're actually accurate.
Defenses have to respect that throw.
Yeah.
So it makes them dual threat. I mean, I don't know, but every time they get out of the pocket, they're in fear of somebody like Aldon Smith or Patrick Willis or J.J. Watt or London Fletcher.
The pistol's starting to catch on too.
Coming in, concussed, broken fingers, broken faces. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the quarterback position, but I see a little trend going into the running quarterback. Marshawn Lynch, 10 carries, 113, touch. Beast.
Helped me go to the fantasy championships. Thank you, Marshawn.
3 running backs. Who are they?
The best 3 in the NFL?
Yes.
Marshawn Lynch, Adrian Peterson, and the other one's tough. Who's your third?
I'm going to take Arian Foster. Speaking of Arian Foster, let's go. Texans clinch AFC South with 29-17 win over the Colts.
The only thing about Arian right now is it seems like the Texans are kind of limiting his carries and trying to get ready for the playoffs with him, not trying to overwork him right now, which is pretty smart, I think.
27 rushes, 165 yards.
He had 27 carries today?
27.
Yeah.
Andre Johnson, 11 catches, 151 yards, touch. This is an offense that we need to be paying attention to.
Yeah, I mean they got
they just got smoked by the Patriots.
They got smoked by the Patriots. They're suspect against the pass is what it is to me. They're good run stopping defense. They got a bunch of physical players. J.J. Watt. They got some good guys. J.J. Watt 3 sacks again today.
Jeez.
I mean, whew. Him and Aldon Smith. They're an offensive lineman.
They're the future.
They're an offensive lineman's nightmare.
Yeah.
Every night of the week, you switch off between those 2 guys.
The reincarnation of
maybe Vincent
Bruce
Wilfork
Smith and Reggie White. but actually, J.J. Watt's in the middle. But still, these guys are dominant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I watched 30 for 30 this week and saw Bo Jackson one. I got to give a shout out to Bo Jackson, the greatest athlete to ever walk the earth in my book. And just want to say, man, big part of my youth growing up. If you weren't lucky enough to watch him, kids, I mean, even YouTubing him probably won't do it justice. When you watch that guy live, it was just the most amazing thing.
5 years in the league?
In the football league.
or
Watching that
five.
show, he was the number one pick in the football draft and said, I don't want to play football. I'm going to go play baseball. First, only athlete ever to be.
Did Tampa Bay draft him?
Yes, Tampa Bay.
They drafted him, and he didn't go.
Then he went to Oakland instead. Al Davis, there was a nice move. Marcus Allen and Bo Jackson and everything. And Tecmo
The same
Bowl.
backfield?
Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl.
You know what? You could credit Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen for the video game. Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen, that was the first team you picked when you played Tecmo Bowl. The second team you picked a couple years later was the Detroit Lions with Barry Sanders. And then you had the Dallas and you had San Francisco prime time.
It wasn't fair if you picked Bo Jackson and the other defense didn't pick that play because he was going to the house every time. No one on the field fast enough.
They were the first in like 88, 90.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson, Vincent Bo Jackson, you are off the top.
It was just a reminder that if you know, other than Michael Jordan in that era, there was no one that dominated sports like him. It was the early infancy of ESPN, and it was just you were dominated by Bo Jackson highlights if it wasn't Jordan.
If you young kids think that Vincent Bo Jackson couldn't dominate right now in his prime, you are mistaken. He's AP plus,
but thicker,
bigger, stronger,
and
faster.
A little bit faster. Yeah, a little faster.
He wasn't as shifty, maybe, but faster, stronger. He was an absolute
all-star
beast.
in baseball and an all-star in football at the same time, and didn't need training camp.
But you know, Bosworth, Brian,
the most overrated player of his generation.
Can you talk about it? Everything Bo did was legendary.
That's what makes him so great. You know, every time he touched the football, you held your breath to see what he was going to do.
And his career was cut short. It was kind of like a legacy of like a Tupac Shakur or like a Kurt Cobain. Is like we saw him at his greatest, and then he just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, it was actually a sad watching that and just saying, God, we got robbed of a few more years of greatness.
But we appreciate what we got because you know what. You knew when you were watching him that this guy was special. He was different.
He's one of the few athletes where I don't ask athletes for autographs or anything like that, but I would come up to him and just give him a hug and tell him how much I love him.
I
love you, dog. I love you, Bo. You're my man.
He was a once-in-a-lifetime player, and if you can, YouTube him and check him out because you'll be surprised what that guy can do. You got to watch that 30 for 30.
Yeah, that's one of the
best
ones.
You ever see that on ESPN, you got to check that out. All right, moving on. Shanahan was playing a little chicken.
Hey, I'm
saying, hey, RG3's coming in. RG3's coming
Kirk
in.
Kirk Cousins showed last week that I can play. So, Coach, don't be scared to start me.
I think
put up 38 today.
I think Kirk Cousins got himself some dollars.
Hey, that's I forgot. We got to talk about Alfred Morris. Another rookie that's just killing it.
6th-round pick, 27 carries, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Does it surprise you Shanahan found a running back in the 6th round? Has he ever done something like that in his career? Maybe once or twice?
Over and over and over and over
that guy can just find talent in the running back
Alfred
position.
Morris, team record, 1,315 yards carries for the year. As a rookie, 6th round pick. He got RG3, he got Alfred Morris, and he got Kirk Cousins. He got Kirk Cousins in the 4th round.
Before this season, you remember everybody was talking mad smack about Shanahan. He can't coach. He lost it. He's over. He fell off the wagon. He doesn't know how to coach anymore.
I was questioning a lot of his moves with Big Al.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to run into him at the airport. We talked about it, and he was brutally honest on that topic, which is pretty cool. Sit there and meet a guy in the airport, talk football with him, and tell me Big Albert ain't playing very well for us anyway. We don't need him. Talking about arguably the best player in the NFL at the time on defense, at least.
I consider him a friend of yours.
Exactly.
Thank you.
We're both going to Cabo for a little vacay.
Why not? You deserve it. Right. All right, A-Rod. Packers clinched the NFC North. No surprise there with 21-13 win over the Bears.
I believe we called the early demise of the Bears last week. They're going to start to fall off.
1-6 when scoring 17 points or less this season. When Cutler struggles,
or when they give up points, they're going to lose.
Yeah. Brandon Marshall meltdown. 6 catches, 56 yards, touchdown. 107 catches, most in a single season in franchise history. He's a hell of a receiver.
The Bears have struggled to find wide
But
receivers.
if you guys could catch his post-game interview, guy was tearing up like old school T.O.
Yeah, he's an emotional cat. You know that.
Yeah, he's got some emotional issues as well. Green Bay, 5 straight regular season games against the Bears they've won. Not bad. Aaron Rodgers, 23 for 36, 291 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He took a beating today, too. It wasn't an easy game for him. He was getting chased all over the field, getting hit, being put on the ground. So, and he's one of those guys, you don't hear whine about it. He just gets up and does his stuff and keeps playing.
You know what I like about him? He makes receivers. James Jones.
Peyton Manning, they're talking about tonight. Who is this Dreesen tight end? Tammy and Dreesen. You ever heard of those tight ends before? All of a sudden, Peyton Manning will make you a star.
I think it comes back to the quarterback. James Jones, 5 catches, 60 yards, 3 touchdowns. No big deal. Randall Cobb. Who's this Randall Cobb out of
last
Kentucky?
Year you didn't hear about these guys,
Never
right?
heard
it was
of
all
them.
about
6 catches, 115 yards. No big deal.
Driver and Jennings. Those guys are going to be on the free agent market. Watch
they're getting older, yeah. Their best days are behind them. Clay Matthews sighting.
Back.
Returned from being out for 4 games to get 2 sacks.
He's an important piece of that
Just
defense.
another day in the neighborhood of Clay Matthews. You seen those commercials?
Yeah.
I like those.
I like Clay.
He's got a new dance, too, where he's
Not
like
bad for being the
Magic
4th best
Mike in it.
linebacker. The 4th best linebacker at SC when he was on the team, supposedly. That was a pretty good linebacking core, huh?
Best of all time. History. Ray Maluga. Dominant force on the Cincinnati Bengals. Brian Cushing. I mean, come on.
Animal.
Kaluka Maeva, starting linebacker for Cleveland, and Clay Matthews coming off the edge. He came back, 2 sacks, 4 games out. Once they get Woodson back, they're gonna be back. They're starting to click.
Woodson will definitely help that secondary.
Yes, they will. All right, the Broncos rout the struggling the 9-5 Ravens, 34-17.
9-3 and top of the world. They're hurt. They are hurt all over the place. Ray Lewis was supposed to come back last week. In his mind, this week they held him out again. Says for sure he's back next week. So, I mean, that'll be a big emotional piece for him. But I don't know if they're good enough to do it this year.
Denver 9 straight wins.
Yeah, they're playing ball. Peyton Manning is not someone you want to see right now on the opposition side of the field.
That's how you come back from a neck injury.
I mean, comeback player of the year.
Here's
Peyton Manning or AP.
Here's
MVP.
The deal.
Peyton Manning.
Here's the deal. AP breaks ED's record. He wins MVP and comeback player of the year.
Peyton Manning wins the Super Bowl? What?
Peyton Manning has a ring on his finger. Denver dominated 31-3 in the 4th quarter. What's up with the Ravens?
They're banged up. They don't have the pieces they used to. I mean, Terrell Suggs played with a torn bicep today. Ray Lewis has a torn tricep. They lost one of their best corners this year. The offensive line is not running the ball like they should. Joe Flacco is playing below average. So there's a lot of problems with the Ravens in my book right now.
They're still leading the AFC North. Are they going to be able to
hold on?
No,
I don't think so.
Cincy 8-6, Pitt 7-7.
I mean, I think
Who you got?
That'll be a good game next week against Cincy. I'll take Cincy in that, but it'll be a close game, I think. We'll see. Dalton needs to step his game up a little bit. AJ Green's been playing not as good as he was earlier in the year.
Yeah, but he's got the talent.
Oh, he
can't be stopped.
Yeah.
The only person that can stop him is him.
That's
all right,
true.
well, it's going to be interesting to see where this football season, it's starting to, playoffs are coming. Big things are coming. You got a smile on your face. When playoffs come.
I like Denver. I mean, Denver, I called it about 6-7 weeks ago. I go, watch them to win it all this year.
11-3. Peyton's got everybody. He's audibling. He's got everybody where he wants to. He got his receiver.
He's got him on his page now. Everybody knows what Peyton wants to do.
That's what's important.
He call out whatever he wants. They're going to know where to be.
All right, we're going to talk more about this. The football's getting real serious.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on, we got a local basketball team that I like to talk about, NBA. And that'd be the LA Lakers, getting their 2nd win in a row, beating the Philadelphia 76ers tonight.
I think the Clipper fans are going to get a little mad at you for starting out the show.
We start off the show with the
Lakers.
Lakers. That's what we do. Okay, they're 11-14. Are the Lakers turning a corner, winning the last 2 games?
By beating the Wizards and Philadelphia 76ers, I'm going to go with a big fat no.
They played better tonight.
I hope so. They played the 76ers and the Wizards.
Yeah, the 76ers didn't have that stud Andrew Bynum. Maybe he's not a stud, or Drew Holiday. So not very impressive, but they still got the win. Any win is a win.
For right now, for the Lakers, a win is a win. That's right.
Yes.
I mean, they've been struggling. The
I
Clippers,
got a little problem. I got a little problem, though. I want to talk about the Lakers. Is Kobe playing too many minutes? Last 6 games. 44 minutes, 43 minutes, 41 minutes, 44 minutes, 44 minutes, and tonight 40 minutes. Is he playing too many minutes? This worries me. 17th year in the league.
He's a well-conditioned athlete.
He is a well-conditioned athlete, but
it is scary.
We play 82 games in this league, and he just came off the Olympics. He's played a lot.
He has a tendency to break down a little bit. He usually can try to play through it.
Says he has back spasms.
He's a tough dude. We'll see.
I'm worried.
I feel you
about
on that.
Kobe. Kobe's leading the league in scoring.
They need Steve Nash back and to get this offense going the right way.
Kobe's leading the league in scoring, 29.3. His game is just tight.
Yeah, he's pretty damn good.
He's pretty damn good. Will he be the scoring champion at the end of the year?
It'll be a good little race. I think Durant will be right there with him. I'm sure.
Carmelo's balling.
Melo's been balling.
Okay, now they got 2 wins in a row. Are you feeling any different about Mike D'Antoni?
No.
Why not?
I think he's a bad fit.
Why?
Because you have to like to play defense, and not a big fan of that concept. They're not playing. They're not help side defense. Dwight Howard isn't helping out enough. It doesn't look good.
Doesn't look good. Dwight Howard's never looked so lost on the defensive end.
Exactly. That's sad when he's looking lost on the defensive end. He's 2-time NBA player. Three-time NBA defensive player now.
Yeah. They need to figure it out. I hope Nash. Powell says he's getting better. Nash, they say they're going to be back within a week. I think Powell can be back in a week. I don't know about Nash. I'm broken leg, 38 years old, coming back against Westbrook, Parker, Paul. You know the names.
I know he's defensively he's a liability. Offensively, he's one of the best there's ever been at running the court in a fast break situation.
All right, we'll see what happens. If you could throw him and Kobe and they start clicking, him and Howard. If Nash and Howard start clicking, we could be talking business because he made Amari a star.
Yeah, he did.
And Howard's about 10 times better than Amari. So,
I don't know. Amari had a little better offensive game, I think, but we'll see.
Maybe, but they did the same thing. Howard's looking to dunk. Amari used to look to dunk.
Amari at least had a jumper.
A little bit better than Howard, yes.
A little bit?
A lot better. There's another team in L.A. that you mentioned earlier.
The Clip Show.
The Lob City?
9 in a row?
17-6?
They're looking tight right now.
They're good. They're real good. Laker fans, worry.
They've turned the corner. They could be one of the most dominant teams in the NBA right now.
Right now, I see them in the Western Conference Final against the Thunder. I do.
Sadly enough to say, I agree. I mean,
those are the 2 top teams in the Western Conference.
The Clippers and Thunder right now are the 2 teams that are looking like they're going to meet to go to the championship
and
to play the Heat.
Yeah, if they realize how good they are, they can beat the Thunder.
Blake Griffin, I think, was player of the week last week in the NBA.
Playing better. I rated him overrated, but now I'm saying I made a mistake. He's starting to ball. Chris Paul, Bledsoe. I love Bledsoe off the bench.
back in the lineup.
They got depth. They got size. DeAndre
Lamar
Jordan
starting to play a little bit off the bench, starting to get in shape, you know.
Del Negro's he's putting together a bench. That's what he's doing smart. He's got a good starting 5, a good foundation. Chris Paul, baller, Caron Butler, Blake, DeAndre Jordan, very solid, but it's that depth that he has. Bledsoe, Crawford coming off the bench. Lamar's starting to look a little bit better.
They have a lot of talent over there in Clipperland.
Hollins is throwing his elbows around.
Isn't it funny though? I mean, they're the best team in LA by far right now, and the Lakers still get more coverage than them everywhere you look.
We're going to talk about the Lakers. That's how it's going to go. But I promise it's
what happens when you have banners hanging all over your
once
your
the Clippers throw a couple banners up in Staples, then maybe we'll give them a little attention. But I'm impressed with the little 9-game winning streak. But let's see what you do in the playoffs. 17-6 is solid, and I think people are starting to pay attention.
Oh yeah, Chris Paul is legit.
Why didn't that Powell trade go through? I think
because the NBA hates the Lakers.
I would have liked the Powell, Kobe, Dwight Howard mix better than this Nash, Powell, Kobe, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, Chris Paul would have been fun to have as a Laker.
He should be a Laker.
Let's not revisit that. It really
hurt me. I'm hurt too, but one last thing. He would have fit well in that D'Antoni system. Yeah. CP3, he could have handled that. All right, let's go a little off topic. Let's go with baseball.
There's some money being thrown around in SoCal right now.
A lot of cash.
Making it rain in SoCal? I like that. All
right, are we going to contend or what? What's a bigger signing? Angels get Josh Hamilton, 5 years, $125 million, or Dodgers sign Greinke? Zach Greinke, 6 years, $147 million. Whoa.
Well, I mean, it was like
big money.
The big thing was how the Angels lost out on Greinke. We didn't get the best pitcher on free agent market. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we're all depressed in Angel land. And then all of a sudden, they did say, oh, by the way, you got Josh Hamilton to go with Pujols and Trout. I mean, are you kidding me with those three guys in the same lineup?
I'll tell you what, Socha's job is on the line where there are high expectations.
I could coach the Angels to a pennant this year. Straight up.
This lineup is...
They're going to average 8 runs a game.
This lineup is venom.
Trout's going to be on every other time. Second. And he's got Hamilton and Pujols right there and knock him in.
Plus Morales is coming back, and
Kendry.
A lot of people are talking about their pitching, but they got Weaver, they got Wilson. I mean, they got some arms.
We picked up a couple relievers. We got Blanton. We picked
Madsen.
up some setup guys.
So if you're a baseball fan in LA or in Southern California, there's a lot to be excited for. So just hope everybody stays healthy.
Although those pesky Giants are still up there in NorCal, and they have been balling the last couple of years with not big name talent, just
winners,
doing it, just
winners.
Winning.
Another thing, Cy Young winner R.A. Dickey. It's offered by the Blue Jays for the 5th best prospect. R.A. Dickey is 38 years old.
Knuckleballers get no respect.
No respect. For the 5th best prospect, Travis D. Arnard.
Yeah, I heard that.
Catcher, would you have done that? 38 years old. Knuckleballers can play until they're about 50.
That's true.
It's not rough on their arm.
I think that it went down to whether or not he could sign an extension with the Blue Jays. That's how the trade was going to be. Whether or not he could, by Tuesday, I think it was, make an extension, or the trade was not going through. I think that's what I heard. But R.A. Dickey had a great year this year. I wouldn't expect him to keep it up, but knuckleballers, you never know.
Yeah.
Wakefield still has great years occasionally.
Won the Cy Young, but I mean, his career record's not that great, and to give up the 5th best prospect, it's a gamble. But Blue Jays are looking to win right now. They're making some moves, so baseball is in the news,
right? I mean, it's SoCal baseball. The baseball world has tilted to the left coast.
From the East Coast to the left coast. And I like that. I like that.
I know the Yankees can't be too happy with A-Rod going for surgery for the hip. Going to be gone. I mean, actually, they don't like him anymore in New York anyway, so they probably don't care. They're probably happy about that. They signed Youkilis over there,
They
right?
did sign Youkilis, but A-Rod has been a bust. Yeah. He's still got a lot of money owed to him, and he... sucks.
So glad that the Angels didn't pick up that contract last year when they were talking about that.
So, Yankees have a lot of work to do. Cashman needs to go. He's got to stop getting these big names and start building something. Build a foundation. That's how you won championships with Mariano Rivera, Derek Jeter, Posada, Petitti. That's how you win. You can't just start grabbing big names. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about that Arizona and Nevada college game this week. One of the first bowl games that we've got to see. Not a bad game. Did you check that out?
Arizona won.
Arizona
It
won
went in
after
overtime?
losing the entire game, down 21-0 to start out the game. It looked like an absolute blowout in the first half.
And they got an onside kick late in the game.
They got a fight on the sideline, first of all, that started them to play a little harder. All of a sudden, the nose guard and linebacker started throwing blows on the sideline.
Hey,
as soon as I saw that, I go, I think I might wake the team up. And boom, 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 21-21 all of a sudden by halftime. And, Nevada looked really good the whole game and just... I think they scored 2 touchdowns. Arizona scored 2 touchdowns in the last minute or so to win the game.
Yeah. I think they scored like 14 points in the last
46
minute.
seconds
Yeah,
or something
exactly.
crazy with the onside.
So Arizona, Pac-12, give them some love.
Talk about an exciting game, though.
Nevada's missing Kaepernick.
I would have liked to have the over in that one.
Why not?
Almost covered by halftime.
All right, big fella. Can I get a household lock of the week? Hold on. Write it down. Open up your wallets. Slide the credit card. You're in for some big money right now.
This week was tough. I was looking at a lot of games out there. Kind of like Green Bay a little bit, but I think we're going to go with Washington Redskins -4 against the Eagles. Redskins D has been playing pretty tough. Redskins should have RG3 back hopefully next week. And even if they don't, Kirk Cousins and Alfred Morris, that's all you need. They're going to run the football on you. There's nothing you can really do about it. So, and the Redskins are playing well right now. They're playing as a team, it looks like to me. So I like the Redskins as my household lock of the week this week.
Write it down. Go to Vegas. Call your bookie. Get it in real quick.
Also this week, got to mention that Big Country Nelson, UFC, KO'd Matt Mitrione in the first round. Big Country.
Is he somebody to watch?
I mean, the guy went 3 rounds with Dos Santos and didn't get knocked out, so he's always going to be in a fight. You're not going to knock him out.
What's the projection for him? Who's he got next?
We'll see.
And will Ariane Celeste be ringside?
She's always ringside. They're not firing her anytime soon.
Dana White, can you hook me up with some ringside seats?
Yeah. Do a little off the top live from
yeah, I would like to
an event.
Like to broadcast the show from an event. So Dana, if you're listening.
Also, congrats to Colton Smith. I believe he was a Marine, active Marine, off the reserves. Won the Ultimate Fighter welterweight. Won the show this season. So congrats to the Marine.
Awesome. Great to hear. Colton Smith, big shout out, off the top shout out.
We'll see you for that nice contract you got. We'll see you in some fights upcoming, Colton Smith.
Sounds good.
Make the other Marines proud.
Any other shout outs, House?
No, that's pretty much all we got for this week.
It was a great show.
The season is getting interesting right now. Make sure and stay tuned next week. We got some excitement coming.
Yes, we got the Christmas show.
Some big bowl games.
Our hearts are heavy for everybody in Newtown, Connecticut.
Let's hope that we don't have to have another warning like that, another tragedy before the next show.
I hope not.
Go out there and be a positive person. Try to help people out and not kill anybody.
Exactly. For Josh House, this is Michael Sperber, and we are gone.
See ya.